Hello, Battletech enthusiasts. We're going to cover a 2,000 battle value battle module in this talk, which means when you build lances for a big game, you want to have these little battle modules in your mind so you can sum them up to the battle value of the battle you want to play. So if someone tells you, hey, let's play a 12,000 battle value game, and you've never designed a 12,000 battle value army, but you have an 8,000 and a 4,000 available, or perhaps two 4,000s and maybe two 2,000s in mind, you can quickly design an army that works very effectively at 12,000 battle value, even though you've never played at that level before. And if you have like some that include vehicles and some that are pure mechs only and some that have VTOLs and vehicles, then you'll be able to configure and reconfigure your armies without much thinking, just based purely off stuff you've already kind of pre-designed. So 2,000 battle value is enough to get you 4 light mechs, something like a urban mech, a wasp, a locust, and a stinger, something like that. That's will fit into 2,000 battle value. And there, your brawler figure is basically your urban mech, and you've got like bodyguards and scouts and like just general fighters and hunters. You can use the locust as a hunter if you want. So that's like a small 2,000 battle value little mini team. Another option for 2,000 battle value is just a demolisher and a long-range missile carrier. That is a fairly powerful fire team right there. The demolisher basically just sits there and follows along with the LRM carrier, and it's a fairly powerful fortress. Anything that's outside the range of the demolisher gets LRMs rained on them. Hopefully you have other mechs in the game as well to act as spotters, or if not, maybe you get a Swiftwind scout car or something. And if anything comes in close to try to take out your LRM carrier, your demolisher is there with its AC-20s. And a demolisher is pretty tough. And the demolisher will basically place itself between the LRM carrier and whatever incoming force there is. And otherwise, your demolisher and your LRM carrier will be relatively stationary, slowly moving along on the map, controlling and destroying things within its range, as your other mechs and other things do additional fighting. But note that this 2,000 point battle value module isn't really what you would want by itself, because you don't actually have any mechs, and this is Battletech and mechs are central to that. Or it just won't work for many scenarios where you have to control a certain spot in the map for a certain number of turns and things like that, because your demolisher and your LRM carrier are going to be relatively immobile. But they are a good battle module as a miniature moving fortress that can support your other mech groups. Another thing to take into consideration when you design a 2,000 point battle module is to compare what would have happened if you had just taken an atlas. Would you rather have whatever force you just picked, or would you rather have an atlas? And much of the time, you might realize that you wish you had just picked an atlas. If that's the case, then you know that you should not have designed the lance the way you did, and perhaps it's time to reconsider and instead think of getting yourself just an atlas, or redesign your lance and think again. It's like whether you think this is now better than what it was before, sufficiently good that if you went up against an atlas, you would have some level of confidence that you have a chance of winning the battle, and not that it's hopeless and you should have never gone for this. Another option for a 2,000 point battle value little group would be like a dragon and a jenner. The dragon is sort of like your brawler, and your jenner is a bodyguard and also like a hunter and a fire support mech at the same time. This is obviously kind of a small a small scale task group, but it's something that you could consider as a pair or a duo for a 2,000 point mini module.